Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey, here for another television show review. This time we are going to be reviewing Love and Marriage DC Season 1. This is Episode 6, Emotional Overload. This episode, I think, was an hour-long episode. For some reason, it felt like 36 minutes. I don't know if I was just rushing it in my head. If it's because my notes were rushed, not sure. But yeah, I don't know. But let's get into this episode without further ado. Of course, you guys already know, if you are new to my channel and you're looking for a place to call home, welcome. Please feel free to hit that subscription bell down below. Don't forget the thumbs up, you guys. It is engagement, and let's talk about it in the comments. How did you guys feel about this episode? Did it seem quick to you all? Let me know. We start the episode off with Ashley and DJ Workaholic, and he's been having an issue with his wrist. Apparently he got like a little carpal tunnel syndrome, or I mean, he's not a spring chicken, so he might have a little off in his joints, but the doctor think it's bursitis. Just constant, persistent wear and tear, repetitive movements. Yeah, the joints wear out. We are not bionic, right? As you get older, especially with repetitive use, things can wear out. Think about all that. You know what I'm saying? When you're running and jumping on this concrete, child. Oh, I wish somebody had told me. Anywho, so he's having a little issue, and she wants him to wear a brace for 6 to 8 weeks. Wear a brace steady just to get it with pain management meds, just to get yourself workable. She think he might have gout. Now, gout comes along with a lot of different things, but definitely what you consume: alcohol, deli meats, salted meats, pickled meats, these types of things, these delicate, these liver patés, things like that, hearts, kidneys, all of that. Gout. That sodium, gout. Listen, you got to be careful. I'm telling you, once you get into like 35, start watching it. Start slowing down. Start being more protective. Doing a lot more preventative. You got to get yourself lubricated and oiled up and ready for your 50s. I promise you. Everything must be lubricated. Okay? Everything must be lubricated. Okay? Hydration. Listen. He don't want to listen. Ashley there, she trying to talk him into listening and taking care of himself, doing a little self-care, take a little time off. He's panicking a little bit. This is his love language. Work. He don't know no other way. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't working, he ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? His worth is wrapped up in work. Ooh, that's a word. Listen. Okay. It's a moment, we see where Erana and her daughter Brittany are at the bar taking shots, and they talking about Jamie and how he is so unapproachable, his unapproachable ways. And it's just reiterating that, he's a piece of work. Like, you got to get your mind right when you go to Jamie and you got to talk to him about something. Or if y'all in the middle of a discussion and he want to take it south, you got to get your mind prepared for that, right? They talking about enough is enough of that, right? You need to make a change. We see where Quick and Ashley are hosting Monique and Chris at their home, and they doing like a takeout, half vegan, half meat. And they get to talking about winter. A la Monique. Child. Monique trying to make things better because she was a terrible, horrible bone carrier and went around there and blew up the whole situation instead of being more cunning. See, I don't know, it's good that you're not great at being sneaky, girl, but listen, at the same time, if you signed up to be bone collector, you might as well do it in a professional manner, girl. You might as well pull this thing off impeccably. You do everything else well while you're worrying about Chris. You need to worry about how to be an effective bone collector without looking like you an effective bone collector, ma'am. She blah 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 blah. Carlos King and on shading her to death, child, because they showing her go on and on and on in like this endless rant of conversation and talk where she is trying to clear it up. I am sorry. I approached it wrong. I handled it wrong. I didn't intend for it to blow up that way. Please forgive me and move on. It's just working Ashley and Quick up. Ashley says she didn't invite them there to talk about Winter and to talk about this whole situation, but Monique's so busy trying to clear her good name, child, and Chris right there alongside of her, co-siding, like a good husband should do. But at the same time, he seemed like he enjoying himself with the husband, with Quick. I just wish we could have seen more, I don't know. I just like them jovial couple moments where it gets awkward and somebody goes slightly too far, but not too far. It's still funny and amusing. Like, Monique, come on. Somebody else did this where they went on and on and on. I got to, y'all help me remember. And finally, Quick, it was like, I'm pissed off because Winter ruined my wife's event, and they came for our marriage at my wife's event. And Monique is like, well, I want to try to get us together, and they're saying we don't want to be with her. With Winter, don't hold your breath, yada yada yada. And finally, Monique was like, well, I got to go see my intuitive healer. Well, what is that? And she tells her this woman that reads your energy and this whole thing. And so she said maybe I should have everybody come down, and Chris seems to co-sign it. All the couples come down and let's do a reading together and see if we can bring this energy right. Just the couples now, just the couples. No Winter. Give us a break from Winter. We need a little summer, okay? So we see where Winter at home with her kids, and all this time she been talking about protect the kids, and the kids 20 years old. What is you doing, Winter? Why are you here, ma'am? Why are you here? I don't see where you add benefit. I do not at all, and I don't understand why you don't just shave your darn head. You don't look like you got a bad head. Just shave it. You got a pretty face. Why is you just doing a little 3/4 of a hair? I don't understand it, girl. Just shave it and wear your head. Rock your head, girl. It's all right. Oh, she get on my nerves. And listen, the kids reveal that they knew about Kevin before she knew about Kevin. Oh, he love bombed you, mom, and you was just smitten up under that. Girl, get your babies a check. Your baby should be getting a check if they on camera here. Okay, because Jamie and Erana gonna get their kids paid. I don't know where Jamie Jr. at, but he need to get a couple of more scenes, because between Jason and Brittany, okay, they getting all their own money. She got her kids there, and they look like they a little rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? They look like they a little rock and roll. They giving me Jaden and Willow Smith energy type feel, and but they said they knew he wasn't ish. They knew he didn't have a pot or a window. They still was trying to they keep their mama in the victim role, but I mean, basically, girl, Winter, these ain't no little babies. These are not no little babies. She a trip. She love putting 20 on 10. Okay, even in these confessionals and even in her scenes, she stayed putting 20 on 10. Okay, we see where Monique, Ashley, and Winter meet up for resolution. Supposed to be having a little dinner. It was all just this big misunderstanding, it turns out, and it was all Monique's fault, basically. Okay, they flipped it and put it all on Monique, and she took that. You know what I'm saying? As much as Monique can accept something, she accepted it. Right? Just to move on past this moment. Let's graze on past this moment, right? At the same time, Winter knows she didn't put it like that. Like, I don't know what was cut out, But she's saying she feel like she was talking to her friend, but at the same time, what she was saying wasn't true. The way you was presenting it, it was like you were the victim and you had to be the hero in your own lunch story. Right? That's how you presented it. And you know how you presented it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them situations. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of Jezebel-ish. It's a little Jezebel-ish. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You get what I'm saying? Like you put information out in this sort of ambiguous way where it could go either or way, just depending on what you needed to do, and Monique was just the fool to ride it on into town and kablooey. You know what I'm saying? It's a little Jezebel, like a little sirenish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about this a little bit more in my next review for my next show, but let's move forward, okay? So they agreed to just move on it, but Ashley made sure she said, I still don't want us to be friends. I still ain't calling you friend, boo. I agree, Ashley. I agree. So we get to the intuitive healer. And this is the last major scene for the night. It is the intuitive healer and all the couples. Just the couples, right? We don't need no interloper. The healer, she's a Caucasian lady, and they got them in a salt room, and they got their shoes off. They're down on these pillows with blankies and comfortable, and you know it's a session, right? And she gets started right in it as it comes to her, and she get Jamie first. Oh my! She say you're insecure, ha 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 ha, and you're angry, ha ha ha. This insecurity, she says, breeds anger. She says you're a bully, and he is showing me that you are also a bulldog. You woof up at them. You bark them down. They scared to approach you, sir. You got to make a change. He was stunned. Like she was just peeling through his mail. Okay. And calling out all his bill payment due amounts. You know what I'm saying? He was stunned. He could not. It was just okay. Read his mail down, right? And then she get the she told him, she said, I'm gonna tell you what to do when you get to these moments where that insecurity boils up inside of you like anger. She say, go still, be quiet. Woo! She say, drop your energy level all the way down. It's called shut mouth grace. Be quiet. Silencia. People are much more suspect of the quiet person in the room than they are the loud one. Just saying. Okay. It ain't the bark, boo. It's the bite. Okay, so then we get to Quick and Ashley. Ooh, and she tell Quick she's seeing 3 9s, huh? There's 9 meaning thing to you. He said, oh, oh my, you done read my mail, Pastor. He said, listen, when I was 9 years old is when I learned my mother was dying of cancer. Ooh, you could have seen Chris Samuels hit him like a ton of bricks. He was mano a mano with Quick in that moment. He too has a mother that he loves. Hit him, right? It was a moment. Okay, and she said there's 9s, and then he says in confessional he lost his daddy in 1999. 3 9s, 999. Okay, if at this time it was clicking in his spirit. Okay, so she went on through and started reading his mail about him being the entertainer and always wanting to entertain. You know, something, he got something to prove, and she was letting him know that Ashley need more for you than just being an entertainer. Now, just go back a couple of episodes when I was talking about how I felt like he was coming across fake, except when he talked to the kids, the youth. You know what I'm saying? When he's in a mentor position, comes across very authentic and genuine. When he's talking to the regular adults, it comes across fake. Okay? It comes across fake. You always on. You always working, right? You got something to prove. And he was saying his daddy believed in him, and other people was getting on his dad about not encouraging him to do something different other than DJing, right? And his daddy left this earth before he could meet Ashley, the kids, and to see how successful he is as a DJ. And every day he's trying to prove it because he want to make sure his daddy know wherever he is. And Chris Samuel said he knows. I feel like he knows quick. I was like, you better speak life. Come on, Chris Samuels. You better speak life. Okay, Chris Samuels got something to say. Ooh, he just need to be appreciated for what he got to say. The mountain has moments. Okay, people? Okay, Monique? The mountain has moments. We just got to appreciate him. Acknowledge the moments, sis. Whoo, it was powerful. Ashley won't DJ quit to cry, but he's still stoic. He's stoic, but he break us down. He break us all down here in the end. So then she talked to Erana, and she tell Erana, you are perfect. I see perfect. You perfect. And it's all a cover up. Deep down inside, you just want to be heard. Ooh wee. Girl, you better peel back the layers of that onion. You best do it. Okay, you best read. Okay, all of the things, darling. She read it. She peeled through it. Erana started crying. Then Jamie went to tap her, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, don't cry. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like harsh, but at the same time, it was like in this palsy kind of way that wasn't at all comforting or supportive. You know what I'm saying? It was like kind of buddyish. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And the intuitive healer said, woo. Whoa. She said right there. You take this moment to comfort your wife. How about doing that? You're embarrassed, you're uncomfortable in this moment, and you reach out in this way that's aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Bring comfort. When you feel that fear, comfort, support. Go silent. Do nothing. You couldn't just do nothing. Be quiet. Ooh. It was a moment, child. So that was really good. I enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that. That was a good scene, and that for me made the show for me this week. Okay? Again, y'all, let me know what you think and put it down below. Last scene, we see Quick at his dad's graveside with his two brothers. And he asked them what their daddy said to them the day they was going into their mama's funeral, and daddy said, be a man, don't cry. And they all have carried that through to into their adulthoods, right? It had impact on them. This idea that you don't cry, that you be strong, that you don't falter or show weakness. And they talk about how they need to heal from that, heal from those from some of those generational curses that have been put upon them, as black men. And man, they talked about not crying and all of that, and him wanting to take care of them, but knowing they can take care of themselves. It was a good moment from DJ Quick. But baby, when he brought out that letter, baby, that his mama wrote to him and all his brothers on when she found out she had cancer. And baby, he broke down. I said, don't do this quick. Don't you do this quick. Don't do this quick, please. Baby. Beautiful moment. The guts it must have taken her to write that. You know what I'm saying? How many times she must have started that letter. You know what I'm saying? And it's all they got in her writing. Whoo! My. It was a good episode, you guys. Tell me what you think. Put it down below. Okay? Quick's got to give up this superhero syndrome. You can't be all things to everybody at all times on all parts of all shores. Okay? Till the soil you're on. You got a wife and a family. You need to be about that work. About that business, Quick. Okay? Woo, child, these tears. Listen, y'all, tell me what you think. Put it down below. And until next time, honeybees, mwah, I holla.